Okay.
Something you
Three,
introduced us.
2. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the first official Dadass podcast.
Man, you
Today
suck at
I'm joined.
Stop being so
Okay.
chaotic.
Okay. I'm joined here by Bone, Chry, Caden, and James. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Hi, I'm James, and
Your
I was expecting to interrupt somebody, so
My name's Caden. I also have a YouTube channel called Enki, so go check that out. Yep. Plug in myself. Fuck you.
this is gonna go on the like group channel. So
My name Bone, and I've been editing a video for like 2 months.
sounds like typical.
my name's Chris, and I don't do YouTube shit.
Wow, that was harsh.
He's just cool.
That was harsh.
Yeah.
I'm James.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I'm
No,
James.
That was ours. I'm James.
I'm James, and I think you should comment and say, Chris, that was harsh.
Everybody do that
Why
right
you so
now.
fucked
Say
up, man?
Chris, your heart.
Well, now I feel like a loser because I said my username. My name is Julian.
My name is.
Yeah, guys, his name is Julian. He lives at this address specifically.
Oh no.
Wait, hold on, wait.
And
Bone is Julian. Julian is Bone. We interchange sometimes. Snuffly is Cisco. We almost all the time call him Snuffly,
I'm
but
gonna cut that out. Nobody can know my name. I'm actually
Right.
wanted in several states. So
Yeah.
I believe it.
Okay.
You know a hot pocket right now.
Yeah, I guess there's really no other reason to be living in Texas. Ooh.
yeah, no, it's wonderful here. It's a wonderland.
It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I'm eating a hot pocket right now.
Caden, tell us about that hot pocket.
Alright.
What's it look like?
What's it taste like?
A bit like a hot pocket almost, but
I would expect that. Yeah.
almost like half eaten because I'm like almost done with it. So not half eaten. So you know, there's only like a quarter of it left because I'm just chowing down on this nice pocket of the heat, and
Okay.
it's a 4-cheese pizza one. I wanted the pepperoni, but
I'm like,
I haven't had
Caden.
pepperoni in a few months. What?
It's a what flavor? This is a callback. You remember?
Just go back to the Gmod video.
Call back to the Gmail video.
No,
So
4-cheese pizza!
Yes.
Hey. Whoever's editing this, put that scene in.
No.
Is
Fuck,
that your
that's-
sound, Snuffly?
that your town Snuffly?
That's not my town. It's not my town. I don't live there.
Oh.
It is. He's actually inside the hotel right now.
No. It's not my town.
There's
Actually, you see that barrel right there? That's actually my town.
That's your town?
That lone barrel right there. That's actually my town.
that
Oh,
was
where's
such
my-
my town.
I don't think he's his partner, so.
Partner.
Wait, hold on.
I gotta get rid of this.
You gotta
No, he
throw
doesn't
it
say
there.
partner,
Ryan.
idiot. He says partner.
yeah, that's
Oh,
also
no.
yeah.
I
See
don't
that the game cover right there? Yeah, that's also my town right there.
I don't think he does that either, but.
No, he
He
kills
lives
people.
in Red Dead Redemption.
That's basically my town.
Snuffly face reveal.
Yeah. You see the guy in the cover? That's me. That's
He
actually
puts
me.
this on his resume.
I'm actually from there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Red Dead Man. That's me.
I am in fact a Red Dead man. You can play the game. That's me. I star in it. I'm the main character actually.
Oh yeah. Okay. Everyone wanted me to talk about Mr. Franklin.
Okay, so for viewers, Bone had a friend. Oh, Bone, you can explain.
No,
this.
not a friend. I fucking hated Franklin. What's
Like
from
GTA?
No, not from GTA, you fuckhead.
I'm gonna backhand you.
Okay, so basically, Franklin is this fucking dickhead. Okay, so Franklin, right? Okay, he's not like the school bully, but he's like the school fucking asshole. Okay, because he's like
Okay.
he was just really like ignorant for no reason at all. I'm gonna tell the same like first story again just for viewers'
Like
sake.
aggressive
Okay.
ignorant?
Yes, he was just like fuck. Okay, you know the RDC video, right, where they were like doing the My Hero
with the
thing.
My Hero- yeah,
And
yeah.
enhanced, you remember Mark's quirk, enhanced ignorance? He had
Yeah.
that in real life. It was real. He had it. So yeah,
Are you
I-
going
I-
strong hood?
literally the first the story I told everyone before this was freshman year, fucking Franklin, right? He was in it was
Fucking
him.
Franklin.
I'm pretty sure it was
Whoa.
in like some fucking random ass English class because English teachers just like let everything slide. So yeah, it's Franklin, my friend Nigel, and my friend Jalen, like all in the class together. And I'm assuming they're like sitting at the same table. So Franklin's fucking crazy ass for some reason just has a Q-tip, a single Q-tip, just out of nowhere. He just like pulled it out of his back pocket, like he went into his inventory and retrieved fucking Q-tip. And so he pulls it out and he's like, I don't know, I guess he's just like fucking messing with it. I was not there. This was all from word of mouth. I'm just telling you what I was told. So yeah, apparently he's like fucking around with his Q-tip, and he goes up to Nigel and like puts the Q-tip in his ear for whatever reason. And I don't know why Nigel didn't just like pull away. He's like, what the fuck, get out of my ear. No, he just kind of sat there like stationary, I guess. It you know, it was a turn-based RPG. It's not his turn. Anyway, so he's sitting there.
Flee.
Yeah, he couldn't pick Runaway yet. So he's sitting there. Franklin has the fucking goddamn Q-tip in his ear, and I don't know why. I guess he like heard a voice in the back of his head. It was like, "Jam it in, push it in with all your strength." And Franklin's like, "Okay, all right," and he just fucking slams the goddamn Q-tip into Nigel's like the side of his head and just thrusts it in his goddamn ear.
Oh my god.
Completely fucks up his eardrum. Like for the rest of the year, Nigel had to wear this like protective little shit like in his ear hole, so like nothing would go in,
Jesus
so he wouldn't
Christ.
like rupture his fucking eardrum.
Franklin's a
Franklin
menace.
Franklin was sitting
Is
there and he heard
Franklin
like
Jacob V2?
Jacob, but like more anger. I don't know.
Franklin just heard the voice and it just went, put it in. Don't you want to see what color his brain is? Come on, put it in.
Literally.
Should I give viewers context on who Jacob is?
Let me finish on Franklin first.
He heard
So
Satan.
okay,
Satan.
Franklin literally had just so much pent up like rage just directed at the world. He would like twist situations to somehow make it result in a fight. Like I was in lunch one time. I think I told this too, but I was in lunch, like eating with my friends. I forgot what the fuck, because he would just like walk around and do random bullshit, right? Like, he like walked by my table and was just like mean mugging like Casper or something. And I saw him. I was like, what the I saw him. I was like, what the fuck? And he like runs up and gets in my face. He's like, what the fuck you say to me? And I was like, I said, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, alright. Just like walks off all slow, just looking at me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Does the mean grump away, huh?
Yeah, literally.
Why did you kick his ass?
Cause like we didn't do anything.
Because
yeah.
Vines sometimes.
Also, this was like 8th grade. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have beaten, to be honest. I was a little bitch in 8th grade.
Not everything ends in violence.
Not everything.
Shut up!
Okay.
Yeah, no, but
I think you have to
Franklin,
fight to
like-
resolve that conflict you guys just had. I'm gonna be honest.
he's such like a savage being. He would like spit when he started fucking yelling, and it would be like all over his like face. He'd be like drooling, and he wouldn't even wipe it off because he's like so angry he doesn't even notice that his face is like covered in fucking his boogers and
There's like
spit.
saliva up in
Christ.
his nose, like dripping out and shit. He's like still
Yeah.
talking.
You know who would've
He's like
gotten
still
Franklin?
yelling.
You know who would
What?
have gotten Franklin to calm down?
Who?
Me.
Oh, oh damn.
The alpha male.
I'm just different, dude. No, I'm a Sigma.
You're
So
sick.
shut the hell up.
Wait, what?
Vidal talked about that for like 2
No, actually, I'm
hours.
a
before
Sigma.
What else happened? Oh
Damn,
yeah,
okay.
what?
I said no. Actually, I'm a slug one. And just everyone went just like, okay, all right, I get it.
I guess.
Anyway, so Franklin eventually realizes that he like radiates too much fucking rage and murderous intent. So none of the kids are gonna like try and start anything with him. So he's like, okay, who's the next person up the ladder that I can like try and physically assault? Oh, I get it, the teachers. So
Oh
he
my
takes
God.
to just being a dickhead. He tries to piss off the teachers like so fucking hard. Our gym teacher, like honestly, our gym teacher, I don't know how the fuck he didn't like strangle Franklin just like the first day he fucking met him. I literally cannot tell you the amount of times I'm sitting in like the gym fucking the locker room just changing, and I see goddamn Franklin like getting in the teacher's face, and he's like, "Let me hit you one time, come on!" Like it was this one fucking game. I forgot what it was. It was one game where you had to like exchange punches, and whoever like couldn't go on obviously lost. He's like, "Yo, it's X game." I forgot what the fuck it's called. And he would just like beg the teacher to play it all the time, and he's just like, "Nah." Or like I remember one time he literally like stuck his chin out at Frank, and he's like, "Right there." And Franklin like literally loads up and actually swings the teacher. Just
Oh my
fucking moves. Like, yo,
God.
And Franklin looks at him. He's like, "You moved. You're not supposed to move." And he's like, "Eh, shut up, Franklin." And he like shoves him.
I just
Shut up.
I imagined the visual. I imagined like being in the teacher's position and just Franklin's face. And I am. You remember that thing I was showing you today with the pose, like the Pepe meme, where he's just about to like knock
Yeah,
your teeth
yeah.
out?
It's that one. Literally, that meme was inspired by Franklin, bro. He was always ready to do that.
Here, this is the meme. For example, if you want to put this somewhere, or if you just want to look at it.
That's what he's gonna do to the teacher, bro. That's
Just
what he was gonna
imagine
do.
Franklin was itching for like combat so bad to the point where his only friend, the only person that actually liked him, somehow managed to like him in the whole school. He even tried to fight him one day, and it was terrible.
His only friend was the Beast of Darkness. That was his only pal.
Bruh.
Yeah, his only friend was the fucking dark closet.
I just walked into the locker room, right? And I'm like, oh fuck yeah, dude, I fucking love PE, man. It's gonna be so awesome. We get out onto the goddamn field, and I just hear fucking yelling from behind me, so goddamn loud. It's just Franklin like, "Swag, bitch! Come here, put your hands up!
Oh my
What's
God.
up? What's up?" And I'm just like, "Oh my god,
Wait, like
dude."
the gym teacher still?
No, to his friend. His name's
Oh.
Nehemiah.
You
who I
literally
was
just
also
hear
cool with.
the Chargers scream from Left 4 Dead 2 from behind. Oh god, Franklin had
No, yeah. So, the guy's name was Nehemiah. He was actually pretty cool. I became friends with him. But for some reason he decided to hang out with fucking Franklin. I don't know why.
Fucking Frank. That should be his nickname.
Yeah, but so I guess like Nehemiah must have said something wrong to him, or like got fucking finally fed up with his bullshit, and they're just like walking out onto the field, just so heated, arguing over whatever the fuck it could possibly be. I don't know. And then fucking, now you have to understand, like Nehemiah wasn't like a little bitch. He was actually like one of the guys I was also like I would not be willing to fight at that year. So like I'm pretty sure if a fight were to go down, Franklin would have won because he's just that much of a fucking
Chad.
monster,
Oh,
amalgamation freak.
Amalgamation.
I don't know.
creature.
But Nehemiah was definitely not a bitch, right? So they're like walking down the field because we're gonna go play football, you know, for PE. And
Yeah.
so they're just walking towards the goddamn field. Franklin's like hollering the whole time, and Nehemiah's just like walking, just so like unbothered, just trying not to fucking like murder this kid. And then I remember like his sister was in the same period, and she was just like screaming the whole time because Franklin's like really running up, like trying to beat the shit out of this kid, and his sister's just like holding him. She's like, Franklin, stop!
Franklin, you can't do this. Mom talked about this. You can't do this.
No, not Franklin's sister. The other kid, Nehemiah's sister.
Oh.
She's like holding Franklin back. She's like, Franklin, stop, Franklin! Because I'm pretty sure she knew he would have beat the shit out of the other kid too. Everybody just kind of knew, like, don't fuck with Franklin or else like something bad's gonna happen.
Don't fuck with fucking Franklin.
Yeah. And so like the whole period, I was just like staring at Nehemiah, just like waiting to see what the fuck would happen.
What's gonna
Because
result?
this kid, he was so fucking annoying. He got on like literally everyone's nerves just for no reason at all. I think he woke up every day and just like thought to himself, today's gonna be the day. I'm
Today's
gonna
violence.
incite a fight today. Today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like bash some kid's face in, and he's got
That
like
was his
so
ultimate
hyped
wish.
up.
He just really
He
wanted.
so desperately wanted to cause violence.
He just wanted to cause chaos to the world. That's what his destiny was.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck he never started anything with me. He would just kind of like he tried like one time, but I was just like so like unbothered. I just kept like looking at him. I was just like, all right, man, whatever.
This kid's
bro."
no fun.
He's just like, all right, well, fuck you, and he just left.
To this day, he's still searching for the ultimate challenger to fucking kill him. Kill
Right
him.
Yeah, I
after
don't
Franklin left, he actually marched down the streets, challenging everybody. to
Any
the
man,
bar.
yeah. He's just got
He
up in
walks
face.
into he walks into a bar, not even old enough to be there. Goes, and then the bartender's like, I mean the bodyguard, right? He's like,
Bouncer?
Hello, the
Bouncer.
bouncer. Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay, hold up. Let's take it back. The bouncer, right? He's like, hey, you're not old enough to be. He's like, says who? Says who?
The guy's like, you're not old enough to be that.
It's gonna be like that one thing from TikTok to be like, wait, what are you trying to get into? Wait, what are you trying to get into?
Yeah, the
Like
menace.
the menace, the red shirt
That
guy.
is Franklin, bro. That's him.
That's
bro.
right.
That's
That's Franklin.
I just didn't recognize him until now. That's Franklin.
That's Franklin, bro.
Bro, he was such a fucking dickhead for no reason. I remember there was like one time where I had a single coherent conversation with him, and it was only like two sentences,
2 syllables.
right? And it was like there was like a big ass field trip going on, right? And he asked his only friend Nehemiah. He asked him, he's like, "Yo, you gonna be going to the field trip, man? You going to that field trip?" And Nehemiah's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going." And he's like, and Franklin responds with like, "What the fuck? You going to the field trip? What's wrong with you?" And Nehemiah's like, "What do you mean, bro? It's probably gonna be fun. They're going to like a theme park." And Franklin's like, "What? Only like nerd, lame motherfuckers is going over there." Like, and he's like, "Only nerd, lame motherfuckers is going there." Like him, and he points to me. I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, he points to me and he walks up. He's like, "Look, you going to the field trip?" I was like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, alright." And he just walks off. I was
Yo,
like, "What
Franklin
the
doesn't go to theme parks, bro. Real men go shark fighting. Like, what the hell?
Franklin
Like,
wrestle bears?"
Yo,
Right.
real
He
men-
tried to take you. He tried to make you an example, bro. He came up to you.
Like,
deflected
I
it.
did nothing, bro.
It did
Real
nothing
men-
though.
Real men leave their damn fist print on the next person they see when they get upset.
Literally for no reason, bro. I don't know why. He was
Franklin was
just...
probably just tired. He didn't have enough money to attend the field trip, bro.
Yeah,
It
are
required
you,
like
It
$5
wasn't even
admission.
didn't cost money. You just had to sign the field trip. You just had to sign the permission slip and just say, "Okay, I'm gonna go."
Are you done with the Franklin backstory? 'Cause I have like one or two I could do.
There's none that I can remember at the moment, but if I do, I'll talk about it. But
You
yeah,
have
so
some
far
crazy
that's it.
friends, huh?
What?
So you have some crazy friends.
What? One like small little thing too, cause like, so you know, I said I would like never get into an altercation with Franklin, but I remember one time, it was like 7th grade probably. My like best friend at the time, my dog Victor. But what Franklin decided it would be funny as fuck, right? To just like run in front of people, just like sprint and stop like 100% in front of them, and just be like, "Trust fall," and just start like falling in front of you, and you'd be like caught off guard. You'd be like, "What the fuck? Wait, oh my god!" And so you'd like struggle to start catching this kid. And I remember one time he does it to me. But this fucking dickhead, he did it on like a slant. We were like going up a hill, and he's like, "Trust fall." So I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like trying to fucking carry this kid up, and he does that shit. He does it again. He goes in front of my friend Victor, and like Victor just doesn't give a fuck at all. He just lets this kid like bang his head on his chest. He's
oh
like,
my God.
"Ugh." And Franklin gets up and like jumps on Victor. He's like, "What the fuck is your problem?" And then Victor's just like, he did not care at all for some reason. I don't know. He was willing to get his shit kicked in, or possibly kick Franklin's shit in. And he was like, "Stop! You're so fucking annoying! Fuck off!" He like shoves Franklin, and for some reason Franklin didn't do anything. He was like,
Yo.
"All right."
He was challenged, but he didn't have enough.
Yeah.
He didn't have enough.
And
might
And
there.
I remember just looking at Victor like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!"
Franklin was like, you know, just strong. I like you're a worthy opponent. He just left
Yeah,
him.
hold it.
Right, because I was watching the whole like thing go down, right, and I was sitting there like I was ready, because I didn't want to fight Franklin, but I wasn't about to just let my friend get his shit kicked in, right? So I'm standing there just like watching, and then Franklin backs off, and I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Yo,
Oh my God.
just like,
Franklin went
Franklin's
down.
just like, rejoice, human. You have challenged the beast and won.
Literally, I will spare you.
Or no. You have challenged the beast and walked away with your life. And Victor's just like, okay.
Franklin was
Just
like,
like, "Alright."
what if he just wasn't feeling it that day, man? He just really
He
wasn't
probably
feeling it.
wasn't.
Alright, anyway, so
But that's
I'll
how
do
it is.
mine. Basically, I won't say names because I know I'm gonna get doxxed in a couple years, but basically, I had this one kid, we'll call him Mario. Mario Judah. So
Mario Judah, alright.
Mario Judah. So he had like this thing with, I still reference it with him. It's called like just the weed quest, because he just in like 10th grade he was just obsessed with fucking getting roasted up. I don't know why, but basically, I don't know. I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "I wanna," and I'm like,
I wanna.
"All right. I mean, just like, you know, be careful with it." And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, man." Basically, that whole crowd, his whole group that he introduced me to, I have a story about each and every one of them. They are all fucking absolutely insane. Like I could do like a whole podcast just off.
Were they all on the quest to get high, bro?
No, it was him, and then there was the one guy who actually was just always high, and then there was the,
Wait.
the one kid who just kind of was taken under the drug dealer high guy's wing, and then so there was basically the drug dealer was always high. Then there was
Mario
uh
Judah.
there was Mario Judah, yeah, my buddy who just like was on the quest, and then I was friends with all of them, but there's a lot of characters. I'll get into them later, but basically, right, or another podcast. I don't know. I could probably finish the
Just
whole
focusing
damn
on
thing.
Mario Judah now.
Focusing on Mario Judah. You getting me off track, man. I got scatterbrain. I got shotgun. So
Oh.
Mario Judah, right? You got shot. You got hit.
Yeah.
Oh. So he was on this quest, right? And basically his only real method of advancing the quest was talking to the drug dealer. We'll call him a deplug. So his only real method of this was talking to deplug, and the plug was kind of a dickhead. So
Ultimate twist. The plug was actually a dickhead the entire time.
I have like actually a lot of stories about the journey. I was thinking of this one specific one, but I don't know if I'll even get to it. I'm just gonna go chronologically. But basically, so the plug is a cunt, and fucking Mario Judah. It's Mario Judah. There's this kid. We'll call him Midoriya. I don't want to say his name.
Midoriya, okay.
Their names are the same names that the fake names start with. So, Midoriya, his name's an M name. But basically, Midoriya is at this fucking birthday party, and it's him. It's we'll call him Chanel, and then it's
Chanel.
Mario Judah, and they're all at this birthday party.
Okay.
So, Chanel, Mario Judah, and Midoriya all asked, like they called the plug, and they're like, "Yo, can we get a cart? One of the, like the weed vapes or whatever." I don't. I'm probably gonna get some details wrong, like about what exactly it is, but just know it's drugs.
What, you say you don't smoke, James? You're not a pothead?
No, I just got a deep voice and weird humor.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they ask for this like weed cart, and they get that shit. So, I'm pretty sure it was the plug who fucked up the cart, because they went to have it, and they said that the first person, Midoriya, had it. He said like there was some smoke. I don't know if it was actually anything. It might have just been the moisture in it, and then like some water or something. I don't know, but basically, he goes to the next person or whatever, and then it stops like doing anything. There's nothing coming out, and they talk to the plug, and they're like, "Yo, there's nothing coming out, even though I can still see that there's stuff in there." And the plug is like, set it down for half an hour, try again. And,
Okay.
they do that. They try again. Nothing's happening. They're like, what the fuck? And they call him. They're like, yo, what's going on? They text him, and he's not picking up the phone. And he's like, leave it for another half hour. And they're like, bro, what the
Pick up the phone, baby.
They leave it again, and they try it again, and it's not working. And they're like, what the fuck? And he just stops responding to them. And they're just,
They got fucking scammed.
I don't know
Fake
what
ass shit, and
exactly-
he was watching the phone ring. He was like, oh my god.
no.
He's probably like laughing to himself. Just like,
Yeah.
Eventually, I heard the other side of the story while like one of the people that was at the party were at a table with him, and this is like in Spanish class. In the Spanish class, he's like, "Oh yeah," the plug is like, "I was high out of my mind." But basically, he's like, "Yeah, but nah, yeah, I just gypped you. That was honey."
what the fuck?
They were smoking out some honey the entire time, bro.
It was like
What?
a honey mixture, I'm pretty sure. But, like he just scammed them, and he would jack up the prices real bad.
What?
Oh my god.
They gave him money for that? They gave the plug the money?
Yeah, they paid him like 60 or some bullshit. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
Damn.
Why
They
did
were
they not
really-
beat it? Did they beat the plug's ass?
because they didn't know. No, well, one of my friends that was at the party knew him. Actually, they all knew each other. Actually, I don't think they beat his ass, because I don't know why they didn't get mad at him, because like he duped them. And I don't know if he ever told them. I think what happened was nothing happened with it, and then they just like were okay, whatever, and like gave it back to him, or like threw it out or something. I don't know what exactly they did with the damn thing. No, I think they might have kept the device and then just like thrown out the canister or whatever, or something like that. Because whatever happened, they never like confronted him, and I only found out what exactly happened at the table at Spanish. I was not at
What the fuck?
I was not at it. This is all stories I heard. I wasn't there for any of it, or I don't know the details because I
You were
wasn't.
the one smoking honey, James?
No, that sounds like a terrible way to spend my night. I'd rather be doing anything else other than getting high in a room full of teenagers.
You
That
were
sounds,
getting high with Mario Judah, bro? Lame.
And Midoriya.
And
Bro,
Midoriya. And
high in
Chanel.
dude, getting high in a room full of freshmen sounds like a terrible idea. Even
Wait,
though
they
Oh,
were all
dear
freshmen?
God.
Oh, they're freshmen. They're probably really stupid.
no, they were. I was a freshman at the time too, but I'm just like thinking about it now. If I was to get high with those people at that time, we would all be freshmen. That would suck. And
That would
even if I was
suck.
still a freshman, I wouldn't want to do it. But anyway, yeah. So that was just one of the random little side stories. He would just dupe people, and he told me that there was this guy that they knew, and he would get his supply. He had there was a plug. So plug is this guy. He's just like fucking. He's a cunt. And so Mario Judah and the normal plug. This is while he's on the quest. Like he's finally
Yeah.
finally gets some of the Yamin and the Ya Green. And
Wait, so
they
wait, Mario Judah has never gone high prior to like him being the plug or whatever?
No, he's just on this quest, this absolute
Wait,
quest.
what? But for what
Trying
reason? What
so
made
hard.
Mario Judah want to get high so
I
bad?
told you,
I wanted to
I was like, why? And he's like, I wanna. It's fun. I'm like,
I want it. It looks cool.
okay. I'm like, all right, sure. I mean, that's a valid reason, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I guess you can't hate on another dude's come up, alright? I guess
Yeah, you can't really hate on a schoolboy cool roll one. Anyway, so they're at the plug's porch, and the plug, I just you know like Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Just imagine Franklin for the
Wait, that's
plug.
the plug? The plug
Just,
plug
just
is
imagine, just imagine Franklin. More or less, it was just the guy was just Franklin. He was like a toned down Franklin. But anyway,
Oh man.
from what I heard. But basically, they're up on this dude's porch, and they open the door, and his girlfriend's like, his girlfriend made him this mac and cheese, and this fucking mac and cheese was like, they said they said it was so watery that the mac and cheese was like floating. It was like
What?
it was like
What the fuck?
he was just standing there eating it, and he's like, yeah, and he sets it down. He's like, yeah, what do you guys want?
This is busting. This is busting, bro. This mac and cheese.
He's like, yeah, you just want what we were talking about on the phone, and the plug is like trying to piece together the words because he's so blazed, his eyes are just full red.
Oh yeah, I
Literally,
forgot he's always high, huh?
he's got demon eyes. His eyes are so red, and he just goes, yeah. No, basically, he's like, yeah. He's like, all right, and he gets them whatever they were asking for, and I don't remember what exactly the plug did, but he just like tries to intimidate Mario Judah. I think he's like, who the fuck is this? Huh? And he like walks up to Mario Judah. He walks up to Mario Judah, and Mario Judah's like, where the fuck is Mario Judah? And the plug walks up to him, and he's like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Mario Judah. I'm here with my friend. You know, I'm here to guess.
He's so intimidated. He's so scared out of his mind.
He's like, I'm here to get some Ya Green. And the plug was like, all right, cool. That's just how it went. And they got it. And so the smoking story, holy shit, the smoking story is one of the funniest fucking things ever. Like, because they finally get this shit. And they're about to what are you laughing at?
He walks.
Okay. So,
He walks. He
Ya
walks
Green.
to Mario Judah, and he's like, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
They get the Ya Green. I might have to mute in a second. But anyway, they get the Ya Green, and they go on their journey. And so basically, they told me it was the most like middle school high story you've ever heard. Because basically, what happens is they do it, and they do it like right outside this grass patch. they did it. No, I think they did it in the apartment. I don't remember. But basically, they do the thing, or they do the meter, and
Uh-huh.
they're
So wait,
they're
Mario Judah completed his ultimate quest, is what you're saying?
So yeah, he completed the quest, but he's still on it to get more. I talked to him. He's like, it's not been going well because I haven't seen the plug in a year, but basically
Damn.
because of COVID. So anyway, I'm talking to so Mario Judah says it's Mario Judah the plug, and this is the other friend that got involved with it. Like one day, this guy was like, I'm gonna try vaping. I'm like, all right, man, it kind of sucks, but okay, And he's like, okay, I vape now, and I went on for a couple weeks. I'm like, man, this kind of sucks. He's like talking about being addicted to it. I'm like, man, I don't like that. And he's like, weed. And I'm like, I don't think you should do that, but okay. And he tried it, and he's like, yeah, it just, smoke. He just kind of transitioned over into this like empty soul. I don't think she's home.
He goes up to him. Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Holy shit! I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
Yeah.
J-Man
I'm
story
fucking
now.
crying, dude.
So Mario Judah and the kid who just kind of like fell into the pit. This is the one I was talking about, who kind of went under the plug's wing. Basically, it's all three of them, right? So Mario Judah has no tolerance. Mario Judah is a lightweight. Even actually, you know what's funny?
What?
My friend Mario Judah and the actual Mario Judah have the same body type, like exactly the same.
It's literally Mario Judah, dude.
It's Mario Judah, bro.
He's a lightweight too.
No, but my friend Mario Judah's pretty like he's Polish, so he's not really.
Oh, okay.
Look very
Okay.
similar. Anyway, so literally imagine a 6'4" fat Polish man.
That's Mario Judah.
That was my buddy Mario Judah. And so,
How I met Mario Judah video.
and all right. So anyway, Mario Judah, and the crew, right? They schmuck, man. They inject one weed, and then they pull up to this diner, and they're sitting there like blitzed, like they're just because
They're out of it.
they're sitting there and they're ruined because they're all like red eye, and they say the people at the diner don't really care, like the diner staff won't kick them out, even though they know they're just like yeah man.
Absolutely,
They-
boys.
they know they're gone, right?
Are they still freshmen at this point?
I think they might have been no they were 10th graders now, but basically
Okay.
right. So they're sitting in this fucking diner. They're out of it. Mario Judah told me he had to use like every ounce of his will to do things. Like he was moving so slow. He had to really like try and focus to do things.
It's like that one game where you had to like press buttons to walk or breathe or
He was
blink.
playing
Manuel
clock.
Samuel?
The man was playing Manuel Samuel. He was playing Manuel Samuel. He was playing Quap. He was playing the surgeon.
All of them at the same
The
time.
surgeon game.
He's holding the menu. He was playing the surgeon
23.
game. Holding the so he plays Quap later on. I'll tell you about that. But anyway, he's playing the surgeon game right now, trying to hold the menu and like keep his eyes in his head. And so our teacher, Mr. G is such a meme. He's this like short Romanian man, and that's all you really need to know about him. He's just a short, powerful Romanian, just
Powerful.
a warlord killed hundreds. But anyway, so Mr. G,
Yeah,
maybe I shouldn't say Mr. G because, well, no, I didn't say his actual name. Doesn't matter.
it's just his.
I don't know. I mean, all right. Well, hold on. So our teacher, this teacher we have, our one teacher, we share in this actually like really important class that like anyway, we share him for this one class, and so this teacher walks past the window while they're in this diner.
Wait, he was just there? Like he popped up?
He was outside the diner, and he got so lucky because he's walking outside the diner, looks through the window, sees Mario Judah and the crew, and waves to him
Oh
and
no!
smiles.
Oh
and-
no!
Oh,
And the teacher, like he doesn't go in the restaurant. Thank goodness. If the teacher would have talked to Mario Judah, like if he would have actually come into the restaurant, he would have just heard, Where's Mario Judah? The teacher waves to Mario Judah. Mario Judah says that he literally went like this. He the slowest smile you can imagine just slowly formed on his face, and he
did the evil troll face smile.
yes, yeah. He just slowly like he would had to like think about everything like really precisely. He slowly like
I have to tweak my face muscles real quick.
he had to slowly like push a smile onto his face and wave his hand. He had to think about like all of it. Like he had to really try and do all of it, and and basically, so he's blasted, right? And they leave the diner, and then it rains really bad, and they're all really high, so they're just like soaking wet, out of their minds, and they have to make it back to the apartment. It's like up at the top right of their screens, they just see final objective escape, and they just
As a text appears, go back to the house.
so they're trying their absolute best, and the other two have like pretty like really good decent tolerance because they do all the time.
But Mario Jr. is just out of it, bro.
The plug literally had a thing where he said he tried to do a streak where he smoked every day for a year and he was able to do it. So the plug has like crazy tolerance, and the friend has decent tolerance, and and Mario Judah has literally none because this is his first time. So they're going home, and Mario Judah's trying to follow him, and he keeps getting lost.
Co-op here is where he's playing co-op.
He was really playing co-op.
He's like not even that far behind them, but he just keeps getting lost as they're like taking this shortcut through the woods. And he's like, guys, where are you?
Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Everyone said, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Yeah, everybody's like, where the fuck is Mario Judah? I'm a big dog. And he's
I'm a
like,
big dog, big bear.
I'm Mr. Rage. Anyway, every rock star. And so we're walking up the trail, and like he just keeps getting lost, and it's raining, and like basically the rest of the story, from what I know, is eventually they just make it back to the apartment, soaked and like kind of high.
Kind of high. The rain really wore them off.
It's the most high school being high story I've ever heard. They get soaked in the rain, get lost on a forest trail like 84 times, and like get spotted by their teacher in public.
Yeah, what are the odds of that? Their teacher spots them in the diner.
Yeah,
Like, how's that even happen?
Yeah. Anyway, so that was like where it finally happened, and then so the one other really important story, like the really funny one, in this story I was there. So I was there in the scenario, and I literally almost blacked out laughing, like I was having trouble keeping conscious how hard I was laughing. We're sitting in class. I go to like a nerd school. It's not like a high school. It's a high school, but it's like a nerd, specifically like a nerd school. And
Okay.
I know I'm not. I'm just saying I have to say this because I know I'm not stupid. I'm good with computers and everything and all that, but like bad at math. I'm real bad at math. I just forget all the rules all the time, and just forget how it works. I don't know. I don't like it, but basically, so I'm in math, and I'm terrible at math. I'm like a 7. So like I'm trying my utter best to pay attention and like get back on track because I zone out in the middle of class and miss everything. Like it's not my fault. I'm not trying to do it. But basically, so I'm in class and I'm trying my utter best to study, and then Mario Judah's like, "Yo, the plug, we set up a time. He's got a Yamin in the bathroom, dude." And I'm like, what? And he didn't say Yamin, but he's like, he's got a funny pen in the bathroom. I'm like, yo.
A funny pen.
I'm like, yo, wait, are you gonna hit the funny in the bathroom? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he leaves, and I'm sitting there, and it's taken a while. It's like long enough to where if he came back and said he pooped, I would have believed him. But basically, I'm sitting there in class like, where the fucking Mario Judah? I had to flip it on. And he comes back, and he's like, he's completely fine. He's like normal. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, so how'd it go? And he's like, I hit it. I'm like, all right, cool. And he goes, I guess I'm gonna feel it like in a couple minutes or something like that. I don't feel anything now. And it's been like 20 minutes. And he's like, oh, hold on, wait. I think I'm feeling something really. And I'm trying my utter hardest to pay attention, but there is a man right next to me in the middle of 10th grade algebra 2 that has just gotten high, and so it's not easy. It is a challenge. And I'm sitting there, and this motherfucker, he he just like anything I say gets him to like laugh a little bit, classic symptom.
Yeah.
And then but he starts making jokes too, because it's not enough to like get him blasted, but it's enough to where he's like kind of like a little wacky. And
Feeling a little funny.
I was like, man, I like Hi Mario Judah. He's funny. And then Mario Judah just goes, "How is he? What's he doing?"
How is he? What's he doing?
And he's like, "Hi Mario Judah. How is he? What's he doing?" And I just like I laugh. I was like. I don't know why it was so funny to me, but like I started laughing really, like kind of hard. I was like, I was like trying my hardest to pay attention, and then he starts laughing too, but he's like kind of blasted. So it's like ball pain when you get hit in the nuts. It just keeps getting worse.
Oh god.
He just keeps laughing harder, and I start laughing harder. It creates this feedback loop of like, why are we even laughing? This is stupid. Eventually, it gets to the point where I sink down in my chair, and I swear to God, I was so close to blacking out just because like he would like repeat it every so often, or just like say something else that was just completely stupid. I wish I could remember all of it, but basically he would just say like some dumbass shit and like laugh at it really hard, and just the fact that he could laugh at something so stupid was amazing to me. Yeah, that was such a funny situation, but. He just kind of like stumbled out of class and then went home and from what I heard, it went fine.
All right.
Oh my god.
Does that conclude Mario Judah and his saga?
That's Mario Judah. There's probably more stories about him. We should do somebody else now. I've been talking for a while, but
Katie, you were talking about your friend J-Man?
We're gonna talk about a different J-Man first. This is a small story that just because we're on the topic of being high.
Yeah.
We're gonna call this man Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
We're going MJ. I'm going to gym class, right? And I'm just chilling. I'm just sitting there chilling, you know. I don't know why this is so funny, but like, well, we were just laughing about some stupid shit. Like me and my friend, we're gonna call him Alvin. My friend Alvin from the Chipmunks movie.
Oh, Alvin from the Chipmunks movie. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, for real. And so we were just chilling there laughing about some random shit. All of a sudden, MJ comes in. He is escorted by my friend. We're gonna call him Cake. Cake is escorting MJ, right? And MJ just like sits down across the gym, and Cake comes up to me and he goes, MJ is high out of his mind. And I go, what? Because like no one ever comes to my school high because it's like a really big risk and get like expelled. So Cake comes up to me and Alvin and is like, yo, he is high out of his mind, bro. And I go, what? And Cake goes, yeah, for real. Apparently he took like 4 edibles before he came into the school.
Oh my god.
What?
He's blazed.
Like, what?
Yo.
He's out of his mind.
He's blazed.
Yeah. I was surprised he was even able to walk. I was just like, what? And
How was he able to breathe?
I even asked Cake, I was like, what? How is he even walking right now?
How is this brainstem still holding his brain in place?
Exactly. And Cake goes, it's probably all the supplements he always takes. They're probably like stabilizing him, kind of. And I was like, maybe. And so Cake, he walks over to me and not Cake, sorry. MJ walks over to me and Cake, and he goes, "You didn't see anything? You didn't hear anything? Nothing happened." And he just starts walking away. He's walking really funny. His right leg's always like protruding out in front of him when he walks. It's really funny. But I think one of the funniest parts is we were walking to go get changed in the locker room. There's a small, slim hallway. And it leads to the locker room, which is like the first door to the left, and then like a door further down the hallway, like a little ways down, is like where the football lockers are. And funny thing to know about MJ, he always goes to the football lockers because he's a football player, so he just goes there to change. So me and Cake and Alvin, are like just walking to the lockers, and Cake decides it'd be a funny idea. So he sees MJ walking to the football locker room down the hallway. He goes, "Yo, MJ, hole! Watch out for the hole!" And MJ fucking starts sprinting down the hallway. He's like, "Where?" Turns around. He's like running and like screaming and shit. So we decide to book it in the locker room so no one sees us. No one hears us lunatics. We come back. MJ does not remember apparently what happened to him or what we did to him. We come back and we're getting ready to warm up. Stand on one side of the gym. We're like, I think we had to do like bounding where you like skip really high. And MJ was like the whole time he's like, I'm flying. The whole time. I was losing it. Me and my friends were losing it. Like we had to try karaoke's one time, or grapevine or whatever you fucking call that. And he like starts like he almost busted ass over himself. This shit was so funny. And then he goes, "Whoa, close one," and I was just like dying. So we go over to the side of the gym after warm-ups, and MJ's like just chilling there with Cake, Alvin, and a couple other friends of mine, including this girl. We're gonna call her, throwback to a Swoozy video, Esmeralda. We're gonna call her Esmeralda. And
Call back to Swoozy video, like you're in a Swoozy video.
Yeah,
I
like,
am a Swoozy video.
you're Swoozy?
I'm Swoozy.
I like that.
I worked at Disney, guys.
I like that little from Cisco.
So basically, we're just standing there. MJ looks. Shut up. MJ looks at Esmeralda, and he goes, "You look like a girl I used to fuck." And all of us are
That's
like,
out of
"What?"
pocket, bro.
Because I know what girl he's talking about. Cause Esmeralda's blonde, right? So I guess he was like just so high of his mind, he thought it was his ex-girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Because they had broken up like 2 weeks before that. So I guess he was talking about that. And he like looking at Esmeralda. He's like, "Yo, for real, that looks like the girl I used to fuck." But she's like hella weird though. And Cake turns to MJ. For some reason, he goes 5th grader mode. And he goes, "Hey, Esmeralda used to pick her boogers and eat it." And then
you really got her.
And then MJ looks at him and goes, "That's hot." And then
That's hot.
And then Cake and Alvin are like, "Bro, shoot your shot with Esmeralda." So he turns to Esmeralda. He goes, "Pew pew." When are we going to the weight room? Like directly after. He looks at Esmeralda and goes, "Shoot my shot? Okay. Pew pew." And then directly after goes, "Hey, when are we going to the weight room?" And I was just kind of chilling there, like what?
Like, what are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, that shit was probably one of the funniest things. And I talked to him a few days after that, and I was like, "Do you even remember any of that?" MJ goes, "No, I don't."
No.
And he goes,
I never
"All
even had a
know is-"
girlfriend.
He goes, "All I remember is this was one of our friends staring at me in the hallway, and I was just staring back, and he blew me kisses or whatever. I don't know." And I was like, "What?" Bro, that shit was so fun. Okay, now on to the real J-Man, the real one.
The real one.
Yes, sir.
Everyone loves this J-Man. So if you guys don't know,
Wait, is this
because
stuff
you
to do with
don't.
being high? Is this another high
No,
story?
no.
No,
J-Man
it's
has
just-
never
it's
gone
just
high.
Jake.
J-Man
Is he just a
pure
menace?
animal. He
He's
doesn't
just a
have. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he is. He doesn't have to get high. He's just a pure animal.
menace.
So we're just chilling one day, and this is gonna be a good introductory story to J-Man in the cafeteria, just to map out what kind of person he is. I'm sitting right next to him. You know, I'm facing towards him. We're talking. We're having a nice conversation. I forget what it's about. It's probably about like either girls or Marvel or some
Whatever
nerdy shit
J-Man
like
likes.
that. Yeah, whatever J-Man likes. Probably like Minecraft or something.
You guys like girls when they're hot.
This is in the 7th grade, by the way.
I
So
like girls when they do a thing and it's cool.
I like girls when they like touch you down there.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yo, watch
alright,
out. It's
anyway,
the 7th grade.
In 7th grade, you know, I was still scrawny, idiot, dumb Caden who was just really naive and like really weird too. I was very socially unaware, and I'm just turning towards J-Man. Sorry.
J-Man.
And I'm just talking to him mid-sentence. I'm like, yo, bro, wouldn't it be cool if... Oh! And he just punches me right in the balls. Like, right in the balls. Like, with no hesitation. Full force. Like, Bruce Lee 1-inch punch to my nutsack. I don't know why.
What? He did the 1-inch death punch on your balls, dude. What?
He did the 1,000 years of pain, but, like, as a punch to my balls.
And also to the nuts.
You just
Yeah.
canceled your children.
No, he did. He canceled my child subscription.
Your child's
That's horrible.
No longer a child.
No, yeah, he canceled my balls. Anyway, my boss said the N-word on Twitter, and they canceled him.
God.
Gone.
Cancelled.
Your
Anyway.
boss, the dream maybe isn't that good on Twitter.
Anyways.
Boss said that Dreams wasn't a
So
good-looking guy.
immediately I'm in pain, but I'm in so much rage at J-Man for betraying me that I get up and I smack him in the head once. I go,
Oh my
and then he
god.
just. But like little scrawny old me didn't do anything. J-Man just looks up at me, starts laughing. I'm standing there holding my nuts in pain.
Oh,
principal
God. That's
apparently
so
saw the whole-
terrible.
The
This is
principal
the
was
one-
apparently what?
This is the one time where you don't want anybody to hold my nuts, play with my balls, please.
The principal had apparently seen the entire situation like a hawk. Comes over to us and is like, I can't. Wow, go to the office right now. And then turns to me and goes, you go to the nurse if you want. Even though she saw me smack the shit out of him like 2
Yeah,
seconds
Well, I
she
mean,
ago.
ignored that. She
Because
ignored that.
the guy punched your fucking dick.
Yeah,
Why
he
wouldn't
punched
she offer
your
you to go to the
fucking wiener off, dude.
So I
punched
go
it
to
off.
the nurse, right? I'm in a
gone
lot of
till this
pain.
day.
I feel like I'm about to throw up. My stomach is like a washing machine.
my
I'm just
God.
like, what? I'm like about to throw up. I'm like, oh my, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. And then
I would imagine it wouldn't.
they bring J-Man in to apologize to me. Like, they bring him in, and he goes, sorry. And I go, you're not sorry. And
The fucking anime scene, bro. The drama.
You're not sorry. You punched my nuts.
I go, you're not sorry. And then he goes, oh. And then the principal was like,
Oh.
what do you have to say to that? What do you have to say to that? And he goes,
Punched your balls.
I'm sorry. And then and then they walk away.
It's like
And
the cherry blossom tree leaves just start falling down as you.
And I go, hey, J-Man. And he turns as he's walking out the door. He stops and he turns to me and goes, what? And I go, fuck you. And then he just walks out.
Really?
I should.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah, I did. The nurse wasn't in the room, and the principal wasn't in the room.
Shouldn't have punched your balls, Caden San. I understand now.
Kaden
that was-
San.
I understand now that was wrong.
J-Man was so defeated after
It's
that.
too late, J-Man. You've
Brother,
okay. Anyway,
Please.
another funny one about J-Man, I'd have to say is
30 seconds, please, please, please. I'm begging you.
what?
Really quick. One time I punched my brother in the balls, and he went, "Argh!" and then he immediately had to poop.
You punched the shit out of him, dude.
sped up
Literally.
you sped up his colon.
I don't know what. I wasn't mad at him. I think it was an accident. I think I was, and I accidentally just knuckled him, and he was like, "Ow, ow, ow!" And he was like, "Ow, ow!" He ran into the bathroom.
Right.
He was on
Another
the-
classic J-Man story.
like,
So basically, this one had bone dying, and this one was really funny. J-Man, we were in health class, right? And we're just chilling in health class. This is everybody around us. You know, you have some of the hot Cheeto girls. We're gonna call one of them specifically, We're gonna call her Buh.
Alright.
And we had our teacher, Mr. Guy, and Mr.
Mr.
Guy
Guy.
was like, "Okay, guys, you have a test today, as you know, and you will have to study for it. I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to study on your own. Give me like 3 minutes. I'll be back in the classroom if you need anything. I need to go speak to another teacher." He just walks out of the classroom, right? Leaves all of us unattended. But at this point, this was last year. I was a freshman, so he figured we were all mature enough. If the door's closed, J-Man gets up from his seat, walks slowly to the door. There's a window on the door, as every classroom has one. You know, if you don't, it's kind of weird. He looks out.
be really depressed if you don't.
He looks out. He looks left. He He looks right. He nods to himself. He walks back. Past all of the kids. Back to our desks. He sits down next to me. He goes, Caden. I say, what? He goes, can you help me with number 2? I go, okay. And so, I help him, and then he just looks at me for a second. And I go, what? And he doesn't say anything. J-Man looks around the room. Looks back at me. Looks around the room again. Looks out the window of the door.
God.
Looks back at me. Looks around the room again. Looks back. One more time. And then just out of nowhere, screams the F word in the middle of the class. Like, we're all just chilling. He goes, fuck! And I guess he got angry at the study guide or something. This kid was on crack. And so, all the students around us are just turn their heads. Some of them jump, some of them go, ah! Like the little girls in the classroom. And he just sits there, completely normal afterwards. Like he has been drained of all of his rage and anger.
That was easier to get out.
And buh, turns to him and goes, dude, you're not funny. Can you shut up? And he looks back and he goes, no. Just like
No.
that. Like in that voice. He goes, no. And then buh. Starts arguing with that. You're such a dumbass up. You white boys. Stuff like that. I don't need to get into it. It was really stupid. And J-Man goes, okay, lol.
Alright, and
one more small story about J-Man, just so you guys can know for future stories that I tell on this channel about J-Man. We were playing. We'd always used to play dodgeball in gym, just whenever we could. Dodgeball's always fun. It was in the 8th grade. And there's this one kid, we're gonna call him Rick Grimes. Yeah, we're gonna call him Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes, he would always get out during dodgeball because he really fucking sucked. But another fact about Rick Grimes is no one liked him because he was really just a big dickhead to everybody.
Oh,
but he was
okay.
also a really annoying little kid. I don't know even how he was in the 8th grade. He looked like he was supposed to be in 6th grade. Anyway,
Wow.
he was really fucking annoying. He always would anytime you said any word to him, even if you were trying to be kind, he would just be an asshole. He'd be like, whatever. And so, nobody even tried anymore because it just doesn't matter. He was just being a dickhead. And he was walking away. Every time he would get out, J-Man would get every ball he could and pelt this kid in the back of the head. He's already out, mind you. He's walking back to his side. And he's just getting pelted in the back of the head. One time, he was on our team and he got out. And he walked back to our side and Jacob still pelted him. I don't know. I mean, J-Man still pelted him. J-Man still pelted him. And, it was so funny because this one time, Rick Grimes snapped. He had enough.
He had enough of this.
J-Man pelted him with, 2 dodgeballs simultaneously, one after the other. Like a fucking pitching machine. Just boom, boom! Right in the back of the head. And Rick Grimes turned around and he goes, I'm walking back to my side! I'm walking out! And the teacher's like, whoa, Rick Grimes, whoa, what's the problem here? And Rick Grimes goes, he keeps hitting me every time! I know it's on purpose! He does it every time I get out! And the teacher's like, Rick Grimes, you're probably just over exaggerating. You probably need to run to your side or walk past it. Yeah, probably. And so next round, we're doing it again. So Rick Grimes gets out, tries to sprint back. The ball still fucking hits him in the back of the head. And at that point, he's just being a big drama queen. He falls to the ground. He goes, dude! And the teacher looked at Rick Grimes and he goes, what now? And he goes, I was running, but he still hit me. He knows I was out. You heard us talk.
Oh my god.
the teacher is just like, tell your guidance comes.
Tell your guys.
Oh my god. Go teach your guys has a bunch of problems. I don't care.
Thank you, bro.
And Jalen's just standing there with a huge shit-eating grin on his face. And Rick Grimes goes up to me and goes, dude, will you please like stop? And J-Man goes, well, and he just walks away. And Rick Grimes goes, oh my god! And then we had to leave.
Oh
my god. I have never, that was probably the funniest gym class I've ever been to. Like, the kid just got pelted, and he'd be like, dude, oh my god, I'm out! Every time, he'd start like crying about it. I remember one time he turned around to say something to the teacher after he got out, because he wanted to accuse some kid of cheating, and he got clocked in the mouth by a dodgeball. And he was like on the brink of tears, like, dude, I'm just trying to talk to the teacher.
Nobody liked that kid, bro.
Nobody liked that kid. Nobody did.
Everybody fucking hated him.
he got like assaulted every day.
By dodgeballs.
Every gym class. No, there was this one time J-Man rammed into him. Also, we were playing dodgeball. He was on our team. Cause me or J-Man would always like be the team captains, cause we'd always volunteer. Cause there's these. We just had a class full of people who didn't want to do gym.
Yeah.
So J-Man would always volunteer, and he'd always not pick Rick Grimes. It was so funny. He'd pick kids worse than Rick Grimes over Rick Grimes.
Just so you can fucking hit him.
Yeah.
I thought Rick Grimes was the most worst person, was he not?
No, there were still kids who just didn't do anything. There was a kid who sat on the gym floor and just got hit.
Yeah, that's basically.
Would
I
continue
was
sitting
basically one
there
of
and
those kids.
just be like, "Kid, bite the dodgeball." There's one time, Rick Grimes was on our team for dodgeball. He goes to pick up a ball, but J-Man shoots for it too. J-Man just runs into him, like just big bodies him.
Does the target scream?
Like, yeah, he goes, "Arr!" Rick Grimes just gets knocked like 5 feet through the air like an anime. He just flies through the air, hits the wall. I'm kidding. He like gets trucked over. He goes, dude, what the heck? He tries it again. This time, J-Man pushes him with his foot just down the ground. He's like, no, that's my ball. And then Rick Grimes gets up, and he's like, okay, I'll just catch one then. He tries the first dodgeball he tries to catch, hit him like directly in the chest, bro. It was so funny. That kid sucked a lot.
Even I didn't like him, and I like everybody.
Yeah, I honestly tried to be nice to him, and he would just like, he would swing at me too, and I just didn't want to hit him because I felt like, I don't know, I feel like it was kind of mean.
Is that a wrap? We done?
I don't know. I want to keep going, but yeah, we probably shouldn't go over an hour.
Yeah. Okay. How do we outro this? How do we leave it off?
Thanks for coming to the first episode of the podcast. We'll see you next time. And,
make sure to smash that like button. Hit subscribe.
Comment the video.
If you don't smash like, Franklin and J-Man are gonna come and fucking kill you.
If you don't smash like, Franklin and J-Man will smash your sister, and that's a fact.
What?
And then the plug will throw his watery mac and cheese on you.
And then everyone's gonna go, where the fuck is Mario Judah?
If you don't like and subscribe, the plug is gonna sell you a fake cart, and you're just gonna be smoking honey.
Bye.
Gonna ignore all your calls.